for yours?
Yep, that's it.
All right, cool. So we're just going to look at what the De La Riva is, first, like what we should be looking for using our hooks, and then we'll look at like what we're trying to use the hands for as well, guys. Cool. So we're going to control the upper body with our hands and also the lower body with our hook. So when we're playing the De La Riva hook, we're just going to be here, guys. So the De La Riva hook is generally looked at as a position where you're going to have your leg on the outside of your partner's knee, coming inside with the toes and hooking onto the thigh. All right, so that's a really common way to look at the De La Riva. The other way that we got to look at it though is that we can use the De La Riva hook without having our foot on the thigh. You can still be effective using your leg when it's on the outside. So you can go between having a hook and your knee on the outside, as long as I keep contact with my shin on the knee. So why are we actually doing the hook in the first place? It's so that we can control this knee. The last thing I want is the knee to turn out, so that then with the knee out, it's going to be harder for me to try to get the hook in. So by maintaining the knee slightly towards me, or in the center line or further, I can then be effective at putting pressure on the knee and then controlling the body more. So by putting the hook in, my goal is to keep the knee turning in using my knee and my hook. All right. If my leg comes out, I can still be effective by using this, by using my shin or the calf muscle here and turning in. So I can sort of go between, but as long as I maintain that pressure on the leg and don't allow the leg to turn out, then I'm good to go. So now that we have our hook, the second leg, where should it be? There's a lot of different places to place it. You can put it in the hip, which is not really a great effective way to play it. It's going to help, but well, it's as good as any, but I prefer to put the ball of my foot right between the knee and the hip. So just there on the thigh. All right. If you can't do that, you can also have a hook, or you could even put it in the bicep and track the bicep. So if the arm comes high, I'm just tracking it and down low. So this foot here is like a controller of this leg. It pushes it and it can hook it, it can lift, or it can track that arm. And this leg over this side, the De La Riva hook, is pressure in, out, can come in and come out. So it's a very fluent position. Now for the arms, if I've got my foot, let's say I've just got my foot here and I'm controlling the far arm, I'm going to be controlling the sleeve. I don't want my partner to control my leg. So what I'm going to do is anytime they get control of my leg, I'm going to break that grip and put my foot back in, but I'm going to make sure that the hand is not touching my legs. I need to push it away from me or turn my hand up to make it more difficult to grab the leg. So down and away. If he grabs my hip, I'm not as concerned. I don't like it, but it's not controlling my leg. So I still have freedom of my leg to move around in here. Okay? But if he grabs my leg, I need to break that grip. And I do that by stripping the grip forward and kicking my leg back. Boom. Now I don't want him to regain the grip, so I'm going to try to keep his hands off me. For the near side arm, it's the same idea, guys, all right? I'm going to keep the grip. This time he can push my leg down. That's going to be annoying. He might put his hand on my hip here, which is also going to be annoying, blocking my leg. All right, so when he gets to here, what I'm going to try to do is make sure that I can get his arm across my body. So that's going to allow me to control his arm across body, controlling the foot. I'm using my hooks, my legs, and it's harder for him to start to push my legs away. Now, if you can't do that, and you're sort of here and they grab a hold of your leg on the De La Riva side, one thing I can do is change my grip to the collar and sleeve. All right, so now I'm playing a collar sleeve. I can break that grip, boom, put my foot back in the De La Riva, and then bring the arm behind my leg here. All right, so I'll just turn around to show you guys that. So I'm playing the De La Riva, I'm controlling the foot, controlling the sleeve. Now he starts to push my leg. It's going to start to get uncomfortable. So when he does that, look, I'm going to go to the collar to control posture, grab a hold of the sleeve. I'm going to kick to break the grip, and watch, when I put my hook back in, I pass the hand behind and go behind the leg. All right, so what this does is it allows me to break his posture, okay, and it's harder for my partner to start to push my leg out, so I'm able to control. So the De La Riva hooks, pressure on the knees, controlling the ankle or a down grip on the pants. It's up to you guys. The other foot, pushing, hooking, tracking the arm, tracking the leg in the hip. Okay, so this can be a mobile hook. It can even go low, medium, high on the hip, pushing. All right, controlling the arms, keeping them off us as we go. So keeping the hands away from us as we're controlling. We're gonna go cross grip, keeping the hands away. Okay, or we can go collar sleeve and then hands behind and things like that. Cool. So the lower half of the body we're controlling with pressure, pushing, lifting and levering. And with the upper body, we're just not allowing our partner to strip our legs out, and push our legs away. So we're controlling those hands away. Cool.